Archives of Art has examples of untold masters. Galleries showcase sublime samples of these notables. Sadly, often beyond these specimens, the information is scant concerning these artists. Mundane details of extraordinary lives are irrevocably lost in the void of deficient legacies. Curiosity trumps all other considerations in rectifying this paradigm. But amongst the current crop of artists, who will stand the test of time? In the face of such an unknown, we've focused our lens on the most likely candidate. History will judge the worthiness of our choice.
Oh, welcome to my workshop, where every day's a treat, where time stands still for art to fill and process reigns supreme. Come on in, time to begin. That's right. After all is said and done, just remember art is fun. Oh, welcome to my workshop, where cute little mice survive, where all things small are loved by all, we simply get along. And coconut monkeys thrive, that's right. After all is said and done, just remember art is fun. Oh, welcome to my workshop, where I am safe and sound. I can't go out without a doubt till TV came along. La 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 la.
Welcome to Patricia's workshop. Keep your fingers crossed, Master Artist Patricia. Oh, this is painful. I hope you'll forgive my lack of professionalism. It's just that my headphones are picking up a horrible sound. It may be some sort of electronic feedback. In my line of work, tinnitus is a real concern. Forgive me, I didn't realize you were humming, Miss Patricia. I've never heard you hum before. Actually, it's kind of a catchy tune. I must say I don't recognize the song, though. Is it in a minor key?
No, silly. It's one of my songs.
Miss Patricia, you're often in high spirits. It's just that today you seem even more so than usual. What's the story?
I didn't know it showed. It would seem I'm going on a date.
A date? With whom?
Orlando. Who else?
Orlando? Do I know him?
I hope to shout. You only see him every day, either making a delivery or picking something up.
I had no idea his name was Orlando. In any event, you routinely reject him. What made today different?
Well, I'm not easy. I guess he wore me down. Angus! 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 Go help Orlando load this up and make sure he doesn't drop it.
Congratulations, Patricia. Any idea where you'll be going?
I'm not going anywhere. Oh, you mean on my date? Oh, no, maybe better put the glue first here. Rat! I can't concentrate. What have I done? Get Velveeta on the phone. It's moments like this. You're grateful you have a crazy sister. Okay. I'll find that. Oh. All right. There's my phone. That's good. I need it. It's the best one.
You wouldn't believe where we found Velveeta.
Never mind. Just put her on speaker.
I have no idea how you found me. However, it was pointless. I wasn't there.
I'm sure you weren't.
Patricia, what do you want?
I'm hurt. Do I have to want something to call my sister?
I wouldn't have thought so. I just can't recall you ever contacting me when you didn't want something.
I hate to interrupt this moment of familial bliss. It's just that there's another call on line 2.
Mother!
I'm sure she's having a crisis. Tell her to hang on. Assure her. I'll call her back shortly.
Yikes. You really are upset, just not with me.
Velveeta, you've been to so many shrinks, you're starting to sound like one.
Well, that's better than sounding like you need one.
If this were the kind of conversation I was after, I'd have talked to Mother.
What'd I say?
What a family. I have to get back to work.
Hey, you called me.
What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was wondering if you wanted to go out this Friday night.
I go out every Friday. Why would I want to go out with you?
Who said anything about going out with me? If I wanted to go out, I certainly wouldn't call you. I foolishly thought you might want to go out with Orlando.
Why would I want to go out with Orlando? What's in Orlando anyway?
Are you serious? He's my delivery guy. You flirt with him relentlessly.
That's Orlando? I'll go out with him anytime. Is he there now?
Easy, Velveeta. Just be here Friday. Friday at 7. You couldn't even take off that stinking eye patch for a photo shoot. I guess this is for someone with serious hemorrhoids. What's with all these monkeys? What a piece of crap. What do you have that clock custom made? I guess a regular one wasn't good enough. I can't make head nor tails of this one.
wonder Patricia never goes nowhere. Get out.
Ooh la, you look fine, Miss Patrishaa.
Of course I do. One thing though, I'm not Patrishaa. I'm Velveeta.
Ah, corazon. I see that now. Are you like her alter ego or something?
Of course not. I'm her twin sister.
Like there are two Patricias?
Listen, Patricia told me not to tell you this. It's just that I couldn't stand the thought of you thinking I was her.
Miss Patrishaa is all like Orlando ever thinks about.
Well, we'll have to change that.
Is that I never find anything when people try and straighten things up.
Clearly you're not going to say anything, Miss Patrishaa, so I'm forced to ask, how was your date?
Later. Get Velveeta on the phone and put her on speaker.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's me, Patrishaa. Well, who was it?
What's that supposed to mean? How was what?
Don't play games. You know what I'm talking about.
It was brutal.
Oh, wait. I want to hear all about it. Let me get comfortable. Okay, this is the place. Okay. All right. I don't want to miss a single detail. Okay. All right. My nice little comfy slippers on. I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. Go ahead. Oh wait, no, wait. Angus, go make me some popcorn and burn it a little. You know how I like it. Okay.
The guy turned out to be a real pud. He actually said I was in for a real treat. We went to a tractor pull. Can you believe it? I didn't even know they still had those things.
Noisy TV ads said it was monster trucks.
Is that so? What's the difference?
How should I know? You were there.
In any case, as if that wasn't bad enough, it took 3 hours to get there. As a matter of fact, I got the first inkling that maybe this evening wasn't going to be all it could be when the dope wouldn't make anything but right turns. I couldn't believe it. It wouldn't have been so bad if the place hadn't come into view several times.
I apologize, sis. I thought Orlando was a cut above the lowlifes you usually go out
Who
with.
said he wasn't? All that driving left plenty of time for conversation. Orlando fancied himself a raconteur. He said his ex-girlfriend caught him in bed with another woman. She said she was going to be gone for another week. Then, without warning, she came back early. He said he told her he was going to have to break off the relationship. Like I just can't be with a liar. It might have been a good story if every other word hadn't been like. Listening to it was almost unendurable.
Like, you have my deep sympathy.
Very funny.
Angus! Angus! I need my burnt popcorn!
Anyway, at this point, I decided the only thing that could save this evening was drugs. I dropped a hint that triggered a rant about how all drug dealers should be executed. It would seem his brother OD'd. Who knew? I was about to lapse into a coma when he suggested we stop at a bar for a nightcap. Fortunately, he doesn't consider booze a drug. I decided that was a debate for another day. All I know is I perked up, and clearly the night wasn't going to be a total loss. We ended up stopping at one of my favorite watering holes. Surprise, surprise. There were a couple of guys I know in there. I really don't remember what happened the last 2 times I was with those bozos. I blacked out both times. That said, I just don't see how those jerks were justified in calling me a bitch and a whore. I was shocked. I asked Orlando, "Are you going to just sit there and let them call me names?" He had a puzzled look on his face and said, "They obviously know you better than I do." As if that wasn't bad enough, the next day he smelled like a gorilla.
After all that, you spent the night with him?
I know, I can't believe it either. It's just that he's so gorgeous, and I knew that under no circumstances would I ever go out with him again. So what else could I do?
You ought to be locked up. I didn't mean that literally.
I'm sure you didn't. Oh, one more thing. I woke up and he was beside the bed getting dressed. I said, "What are you doing? It's the middle of the night." "It's 9 o'clock. Time to rise and shine." I sat up. 9 o'clock? You mean I slept all day? I hate it when that happens. "No, it's 9 in the morning," he said. "Morning, people. Is there anything more loathsome?"
Goodbye, Velveeta. Go back to bed. I sure hope Velveeta's all right. Anyone who's read some Penthouse letters, and who hasn't, vividly knows the lurid details of sex lives of delivery guys. I sure hope whatever social diseases Velveeta was exposed to are curable. In any case, I'm ready to unveil a toilet seat.
Unfortunately, it'll have to wait until next week. The fastest half hour on TV has expired. Patrishaa, the world's greatest living artist, has once again graced us with her unique creative process. Tune in next week for another chapter in this fabulous series, and don't forget, art is fun. All right is such a relative term. On the one hand, Velveeta contracted no new social diseases during her hookup with Orlando. However, damage is measured in many ways. Shortly after Velveeta's introduction to monster trucks, she relapsed into a severe schizophrenic-driven psychotic breakdown. Although it can't be ruled out, no link was established. Velveeta also grew weary of snapping her wrists with rubber bands and switched to a box cutter. After a stay in the hospital, Velveeta was transferred to the state sanitarium. These days, when Orlando either picks up or delivers packages, he winks incessantly and makes sly inquiries of Velveeta. Despite everything that's happened, a wistful Patrishaa is nostalgic for a time when she alone was the object of Orlando's affection.
Monk Deuce, I presume.